Okay, once again, welcome in this third session of the ongoing program ODE for numerical methods or numerical methods for ODE, but this is the essentials for numerical method using MATLAB. Okay, so today we will cover the content related to the basic operations. Before starting, I would like to share my screen and you can see this is my MATLAB window. Okay, so in this MATLAB window, we have two files. One is basic operation and the second is relational operations. Okay, so these two files are there, which we discuss one by one. So as we discussed yesterday, how we can create this type of script file in slices or in subsections. Okay, so once again, a little bit I will explain when you will use double percentage. Okay, this will divide this script file in the subsections. So when you will use double percentage, and then after you can write at this place title of the content which you are going to do during in this entire section. Okay, so at this place we will discuss about the basic operations. And MATLAB, as you know, MATLAB is a powerful programming language and environment used for numerical computing, data analysis, and visualizations. So at the very beginning, we have basic arithmetic operations. As we discussed in the very first lecture, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and also yesterday we discussed some of the these very basic operations. But today in this session, we have some type of like a small program, and some more statement will be used, and these all will be very useful while writing the long program. See here, we are choosing at this place two values. Okay, either you can use these values in the MATLAB directly in the command window, or we can use in the script file. There is no difference. Okay, but the difference is that you cannot edit the command and the statement which you will put in the command window. But at this place, you can manipulate, you can change the values, and you can make any kind of change which you need according to your desire. Okay, anything you can do. So here we have two variables A and B, and corresponding to this, we have assigned values. For A, we have 5, and that of B, we have 2. Okay, then we are using here some basic operations. So first we have add the result. Okay, so for space we will use underscore, as we discuss in the very first lecture how we can assign the values to the assignment variable. So this is the assignment variable, and this is the operation A plus B, and after simplifying, the value will be stored at this place. This is the assignment variable, and this will return the result of the operation corresponding to these values. So this is the for addition. Similarly, this is for we have subtraction, and then we have multiplication, and last one we have for the division, A backslash B. Now, so all the values corresponding to these operations will be stored in this assignment variable. Okay, these assignment variables depend upon you, how you want to assign the variable, how you want to choose the variable, select the variable. All these things are up to you. Now, see this very carefully. See this statement very carefully. Here we have display statement, as we used yesterday and the previous sessions. Okay, so this will print the value in the command window, but along with the addition. Okay, so addition is used for to display in the command window. So this is one character. Okay, when you will use a double quote sign, then this will be string. Now the thing is, if you want to display, then you have to use along with this bracket also, square bracket, you can see. But along with the string or the character, we have these are the values in numbers. These are the numbers. Okay, any type. But we need to convert these number in string, and for that we have a function which is num to string. So the purpose of this function is to convert the number into string. Okay, and the value which stored at this place we need to pass at this place. Okay, so this value will pass through a display and the number will automatically converted into string. So now this is the character or string, this is also the string. Okay, and when you will run this statement, so this will return the value addition and with the value, numerical value, this one. See, similarly we have for second statement, for third statement, for fourth statement. Okay, see here, yes. So this will return the first value addition, this will return the second value subtraction, this will return the third for multiplication, and this will return the fourth for division. Okay, rest all the statement rest part is same, is for the addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, for division. So all the values which are stored at this place in the for these four statement, and all these values after computing will pass through at through these four statement. Okay, so now we want to run only this section. Okay, and to run only this section you need to press at this place, run the section. Okay, when you will press and you can see the values, addition is 7, subtraction is 3, multiplication is 10, and division is 2.5. Okay, so to write smart programming in well-mannered and beautiful code, each statement, how we are managing the input statement, how we want to display the result. So these things are very important to write a beautiful code and to get the results in a proper manner. Okay, so all these things which are very basically and not new, but how we can display the result, this is very important. And I think there is no doubt in this discussion. Okay, if you have doubt, you can raise your hand. Now, in the second, we have element-wise operation. This is also very, again, very important. In the last lecture also we discussed about the same, what is element-wise operation, and where we can use dot along with the product, where we can use dot when we have division, and where we can use dot sign when we have exponent. Okay, Ananya, you are raising your hand. Yes, just 1 minute. Ananya, yes, please unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, what is the role of underscore here? Like you have written here, um, division underscore result. Can we write simply division result?
Yes, you can write. This is the only symbol. See, we have division and result. These are two different words, but how we can connect? If you will use like in this way, division, then space, what is there? Division.
Result.
Where is the statement? Okay, division result. If you are using in this way, underscore result and enter. If it is correct, you can use in this way division and then result also is okay. Okay, but yes, but the thing is, this is the not correct manner. This will display like we have two words, division and result. But this will look like awkward, because we sometimes we are not recognize what is the meaning of this one. So that's why we are using underscore. But you cannot use a space. Okay, when you will use space like in this way, division and space result, this will incorrect. There is no sense. Okay, you can see the first part is in the black color and second one is result. So both have different meaning. And when you will enter, this will return some error. Okay, because there is no sense by using in this way. So either you can use dot sign also. You can use number. Okay, between these two. But if you are using space, then you have to use underscore. Okay, otherwise you can use other notation, but it depends upon how you want to store the information. This is up to you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
these are
it.
the
Thank
assignment variable, and up to you which symbol you need to store the value. Okay, for the store the value, we need some assignment variable. So all these depends upon our choice to assign to use the assignment variable. Okay, so here you can see add underscore result. This is the assignment variable. You can use anything, but don't start the assignment variable with any number. Okay, use
Okay, sir.
first letter in lowercase. Okay, if you want to
Okay.
use a number, then you can use after the character. After character, you can use number, you can use any symbol, you can use underscore, you can use dot, you can use number. But we cannot start from any assignment variable with the number. Okay. Yesterday we discussed all these things. No problem. So now the part which now it is clear, I think. Ananya, it is clear. Ananya, I am asking from you. Is it clear now? Okay, you are not able to unmute now, I think. Yes. So now, second one we have element-wise operations. Okay. So if you are multiplying like two numbers like 2 and 3, 2 product with 3, 2 product 3. This is very quite simple. But if you are doing like 2 dot product 3, this is also correct. Okay. This is also correct. Now come here. We have two matrices. A is equal to this one and B is equal to this one. Okay. These are two matrices, and here you can see A plus B. So just 1 minute, A plus B, and you need to pass. Yeah. So A is, we have matrix of 2 by 2 order. First row element we have 1 and 2. Second row we have 3, 4. Similarly, in the case of B, we have 2 by 2 order, and the first row 5, 6, second row 7, 8. Now, if you want to add element-wise addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay. So this is the direct, for the case of addition, subtraction, we need not require dot sign. Okay, this is very quite simple. As we do, simply we use addition operation. Okay, so this will return us element wise addition, and this will, we have element wise subtraction. But if you need element wise multiplication as well as element wise division, in that case you have to use this operation A dot product B. So the meaning of this one is first element from the first row and from the second matrix first element, these two elements will be multiplied. Then second element from the first row and from this matrix, both will be multiplied. Then this element will be multiplied with this one. So this type of product for the product of two matrix is element wise element multiplication. And similarly, in the case of division, first element corresponding to each element will be divided from the second by the second matrix. Okay. So now you can check all this. Just we need to execute this sequence of statement. Here we are using the display statement in a different manner. You can see here in the very first statement we have element wise addition, and in the second statement the information or the result value which will be stored at this place will be displayed in the next line. See at this place very carefully. In the previous, we are using in the same at this place, but now we are displaying the result which will be stored in the add underscore matrix, this assignment variable, and this will print in the next line. Okay, and the result for the corresponding to subtraction will return in the next statement, next line, and this also will be the next line, and this will also the next line. When you will execute this sequence of statement, run from this place, run this section. Yes, you can see the results. Okay, very beautifully results has been displayed in the command window. So very first we have this is the element wise addition, and corresponding to these values are displayed in the next line. Similarly, we have the element wise subtraction. Okay, and this is the element wise the values of the subtraction. Then we have element wise multiplication. So if you want to check the values, you can check from this place also. Yes. So we have these two matrices, 1 into 5. The first value is 5. Okay. And then 2 into 6, then 12. You can check it. Then we have 3 into 7, that is 21. Okay. And 4 by 8, 32. So this is the product of the two matrices, element wise element. If you will remove this dot sign, then what happen? Tell me. Okay. So this is the product of, now you can see this is the product of the matrices as we do product of the matrices. Okay. So this is not the element wise multiplication. You can check the values. The product of first row with the first column from the second matrix, addition, and correspond to all these values. We have the product of these two matrices. Okay. But when you will use and space dot sign, then this will be element wise element product. So this is the difference. Now these words are different. Okay. And as you know, we don't have division of matrix, one matrix by other, but we have element wise division. So here element of A are divided by that of B, and this will be possible by using in this way A dot backslash B. This will return us element wise division. Okay. And these are the statement to display the values of the output of the above operations. And when you will execute, you can say each result corresponding to each operation has been displayed at this place. Any question? If you have, you can raise your hand, or either you can put in the chat box. Yes, everything is fine, clear. Where can we see the script file in our account? Okay, I will reply you later. Okay, so if you have question, you can raise your hand, and I think there is no more question related to this. Very simple examples are there. Now, see here. We have A is equal to 1 to 10, TLC. So what is the meaning of this statement? This is what we have one array. This is one array. Okay. So when you will enter and see, this is one dimensional vector. Okay. And similarly, we have B. Now, what is the meaning of this one? Length A. What is the meaning of this length A? You can check here. Okay. So length A means how many elements are there in vector A. Okay. Similarly, you can check the number of element in vector B. Length means number of vectors in B. Okay. So these are equal. So when you have two vectors and you want element wise element multiplication division, length of the both must be equal, only then this will be possible. Okay. So this statement will return the length of A, this will return the length of B, and at its place these two statements will display the length of these two one-dimensional vectors. Okay. And when you will execute this sequence of statement, just you need to click at this place, but your cursor must be in this section. The only date section will be executed where is your cursor in current time. Okay. So currently your cursor is in the section. So when you will click here, only this section will execute, and you can see both the vector have same length. Now we will do some operations on this. So in the very first, you can see C is equal to, we have A dot product B. This is element wise element product. Okay. And here you can see display. We are displaying the vector A. Okay. This code is very beautiful. When you will run and you will see the result in a very proper manner. So all these things to write the code and display the results is an art. Okay. So for that you need logical thinking, critical thinking, as well as computing thinking. All these are very important. How much you are creative. This is only the creativity. Okay. Everything is there, but how you are using all these things. So here, what I want in the very first statement, I have the values of A. What is vector A? Okay. So this is the same statement as we used in the previously. very first example. So this is the string and the numerical value which has been stored in the vector A. We need to convert in a string. We are using num2 string operation, and we will pass the vector A at its place. And similarly, we will pass the vector B. Okay, and in the last statement, what is there? What we are doing? We are doing array product of A and B. Okay, this is the operation which we apply at this place, and the value will be print is equal to at this place. This is the value, but this is we have a string, so we have to convert this numerical value into string. Only then this will be print equal to this one. Okay, we want to display this numerical value equal to in the same statement. Then we have to convert numerical value into a string. So you have to use this function. Now execute this section, and you will see that when you will run this section by pressing at this place, yes, you can see the output here. This is value of A vector, this is the B. Okay, this is the B, and then array product of A and B is equal to the product of A and B. This is the array product, or you can say element wise product of two vectors A and B. This is equal to this one. So you can see the output result is very beautiful, and easily we can display the operations, what will be the output of this sequence of statement. Okay, so only these things we need to manage the sequence of statement and how we want to display. So this display function play very important role when you will have the long programming and many things will be there. Okay, so the pattern of the sequence of statement to manage them, how we can display. All these things will help you to make you perfect in the programming. Everything is needed. Okay, we are very familiar about the basic operations, but when we are thinking to do in the MATLAB, then the syntax is very important, and the workflow of the programming, this is also again very important. Similarly, you can see here the examples of addition, subtraction. We have A is equal to this one, and B is equal to, and also I let you know that syntax in MATLAB are very sensitive when you are using character. You can see here small a and uppercase A. Both have different assignments, different variables. Okay, so uppercase letter A not equal to small a. These are different letters. And similarly, you can execute this sequence of statement. The rest all the things are very simple, and only the operations are replaced. When you will execute all these sequence of statement, you can see the corresponding results here. This is the vector A, then we have vector B, and array addition, array subtraction. And corresponding to these results, we have displayed in the single statement. If you want to break the statement, you can use in the next line. Maridula, you are raising your hand. Yes, you can unmute your mic. Please unmute.
Sir, what is the use of square bracket in this display function?
We want to connect the two strings. Okay.
Can we use plus sign?
See, this is the one string.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is the another string.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have two strings and we want to combine and want to display in the same line.
Okay. Can we use plus sign between them?
Pardon?
Can we use plus sign between two strings? Matlab, to add two string, can we use plus sign?
At this place here.
Yes.
Like in this?
Yes. Is it possible? This is my query.
Okay. If you want to learn MATLAB properly and you want to master in MATLAB, then what you think you must apply and check.
Yes, sir.
You got my question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What happen if the statement will be incorrect? You will have more understanding when you make error yourself. Okay. So you must check to change what you think, and what you think according to that, your thought process. You must play with the MATLAB, and then you will learn more. You
Yes,
got my
sir.
question? You got my answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the thing is, you must check at this place, and you can see at the right hand side when I use at this place plus sign. There is some warning. You can see. You can see what is the warning. You can check the warning. Use of bracket. Which one? Square bracket is unnecessary. Is unnecessary. Then you should remove. And now you can see here is green sign. There is no warning. Okay. And we should check now. But here is some error because this is not the proper way to use. Okay. So in this way, you need to play with MATLAB. And when you will do, you will have more learning. So here you can use, but this is not the sense because again it is returning the error. So when you will have this script file, and previously which I share with you, you need to play and with all these sequence of statement. Okay, when you will play means what idea you have. According to that, you must manipulate all these statements. So this will be more understanding to write the code. Okay, but the statement when you enter at this place, that must be in a proper sequence, and how we are using the function. So if you want to break this one, then you can break also, as we break in the above statement in the previous example. In this case, yeah, here. So this is the first line, and the output of this one will be printed in the next line. Okay, but here the statement is used in this way so that the operation and the output value must be in the same line. So array addition, this is the operation, and after the applying the operation, the value will be in the same line. So this is the way to write the code. Okay, so all these things will help you to write the long programming, because if you have very small error and sometime we are not able to find out the error. Okay, so when you will start in this way, all these will help you, and you must try to write in your own way. Okay, this is the few examples which I displaying you to write the code, and when you will write yourself without seeing this code, you will have the problems. Then check where is the error and why it happened. Then you will be able to understand the way of writing the syntax in the MATLAB. Yes, here you can see we have again exponent. You can see here is exponent. So A dot exponent B. Got it? So this is element-wise exponent. This is element-wise exponent. What do you mean by element-wise exponent? First, I have to run this part. Yes, see now. Okay. So here we have A raised to power B. A raised to power B. Okay. So 1 raised to power 2, 1. 2 raised to power 4, this value. 3 raised to power 6, this value. And so on. Okay. So this is element-wise element operation, but we have A raised to power B. You got it? And also when we apply the operation, we are using at this place dot. We are using here dot. You can see in the operation, yes, A dot exponent B, because we are applying element-wise element operation, but we have the all the elements of A are raised the power of the element of B. Okay, so in this way you can use this statement. If you skip this sign, this is incorrect, and this will return error. You will have the error. You can check it. Only dot create error for you. And also on the right hand side you can see there are various horizontal lines. These are saying something. Okay, and as soon as you make it dot, and all the horizontal lines which was at a space removed. Okay, so when you have some signs on the right hand side where my cursor is moving, it means there is some type of error in our code, and you have to check. So MATLAB itself will warn you there is some problem in your code. First, remove that particular, then you must go ahead. So now this is perfect code. There is no error. And when you will execute, run from this place and you have the results. Similarly, we have applications of element-wise operation. Yes, this is very important. So here we have x is equal to, we have this one vector 0 to 1, but increment is 0.1. CLC, you can copy these two statements and paste in the command window and execute. Okay. Now copy and paste. X is equal to, we have this vector. We have this vector 0, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, and so on up to 1. Okay. So this is the value of dx, okay. The length of sub-interval, difference between these two consecutive points. So this is dx. Now we want to, this is, now we have one vector, one dimensional vector, okay. And now we have this function. If we will pass this array through this function, it means this is, again, we must have one array, okay. So the problem is that if you choose address space sin x and enter, these are the values of sin x corresponding to x. These, again, check this one, cosine x. Again, these are the values of cosine x corresponding to x input. Again, you can check this one, okay. So these are the values corresponding to x square and exponential x. What is the meaning of all this? The meaning is that this is one vector, one array. This is the another array. This is also one array. And again, this is one array. And we want to combine in product. And this will possible only if we have element-wise element product. That's why we are using at this place dot product. And now when you will use in this way, the operation is correct and you can execute. We have the correct answer. We have the correct value. You can see here. So this is, we displayed only x, y. If you want to display x also, you can do display x. Now we have both x and y. Yes, you can have, this is the first vector, which is x. This is y. You got it? If you are using here x, this sign. See, x dash, you got this sign? This sign is transpose. This sign is used for transpose, and then enter. So this is in column, in the form of column. Similarly, y, transpose, these are the values of y in column form. But previously we have in the row form. So in this way, you can change the vector by using dash. Sometimes we need both A and B. If you need both A and B, then what you will do, you can use in this way x dash space y dash and then enter. Now you can see we have, yes. So this is x vector and this is y, okay? And all these values which you can see at this place are saved at this place. And see the workspace also very carefully. So this is x vector, this is y vector, and this is the answer. This is the answer, okay? When you will select this one, and one more thing I let you know, when you will double click on it, see, yes, this is Excel, this is Excel sheet, and this is the matrix. So all the values which you will enter in the MATLAB will always in the form of matrix. And all these values, matrix will do operations according to our instruction. That's why this is known as matrix laboratory. Okay. Anything which you will import in the MATLAB, that will be converted into matrix. I will show you in the coming sessions. When you will import any image is also will be converted into matrix, and you can see all the values. And there are only colors. Colors are only in the numbers only. Okay, and on the basis of numbers, we have the different colors. There will be 3 layers, and all the images when you will import, you will have only the matrix. Okay, and all the matrix will contain numbers, and there will be only 3 layers: red, green, blue. So this is also very interesting part. When you want to apply matrix operations in image processing, then this will be very useful for you. CLC. Now come to address space. Next, we have matrix operation. This is very quite simple. We have C matrix, then we have D matrix, and this is the product of matrix. In the case of matrix product, we will not use address space dot sign. If we will do address space dot product, then this will be element wise element product, and we don't have product of 2 matrices. So while using the product sign, whether we are doing product of 2 matrices or whether we are doing element wise element product. So while using this type of operations, the concept of the operations must be very clear. Only then sometimes the dot sign will, if you are using in a improper way, dot sign, then your results will be, you know what happened. So small error becomes big error while using the code. Yeah. So here you can easily for the transpose of matrix, you can use dash sign as we transpose the rows into column, 2 vectors. Firstly, we have the vectors in the form of row, and by using this dash sign, we have the vectors converted into column. Okay, so here also for the matrix, you can use C dash sign. This will convert the matrix into the transpose form, and you can execute and you can check. Yes, so this is the transpose matrix, and here you can see the matrix D. The matrix D is equal to, yes, we transpose the matrix C. Okay, matrix C. Yes. So this is the matrix C, and this is the transpose matrix. Transpose of this is C. Okay. So by just using dash sign, we can easily transpose the matrix. Now we have logical operations, and these are very highly useful, important for the workflow. Logical operations are operations that manipulate logical values or Boolean values, which can be either true or false. These operations are fundamental in the programming for making decisions and controlling program flow. Okay, sometimes when you have the long program and you have to decide which value must be taken, whether because decision is required in the programming, and all these will be possible only if you have the proper use of logical operations. When you have 2 statements and you need to choose which statement must be executed. So in that case, you need logical operations while writing the program. And in MATLAB, logical operations are often performed on arrays, matrices, where each element of the array or matrices is evaluated according to the specified logical operation. Okay, so here are you can see and symbol is this one. This will return true if both the statements are true. And in the case of OR, this is the symbol, this is the notation which we will use. Okay, and will return true if at least one of the operands is true. And this is the negation. Note returns the opposite of the operand's logical value. Okay, if it is true, the negation of true will be false. And if you have negation of false, then it will be true. You can check it in the MATLAB. CLC, true. Okay, when you will enter at this place true, it is logical value is 1. Okay, and when you will enter false, its logical value will be 0. Okay, now if you have it true, then and false. So what will be its answer? We are using at this place and. If both the statements are true, only then this will be true. But here One is true, one is false, and we are using AND, so this will be false. Okay, again you can check here, true and true, then enter. Now we have one. Okay, true and true will be true, true and false will be false. Again, you can have OR operation, and in the case of OR, if you have one statement is true, this is sign OR, and here we have false. When you will enter, it is true. So in the case of OR, one statement must be true, then it will be true, and if both the statement are false, only then it will be false. You can check it again. This is false, and enter, you have 0. If one of these two statement we have true, then it will be true in the case of OR. And how you can use negation? Note, see, this is note and true. This is 0. Okay, true means 1. Okay, but we are using here negation of true. This will be false. False means 0. Okay, so these are the use of AND, OR, and NOT. Now, see here, we have X matrix, we have Y matrix, okay, and we are using here element-wise logic operations. Very quite simple. Just what you will do, yeah, if you want to check corresponding to the AND result, the order of these two must be equal. Only then we can apply element-wise element AND operation. Okay, so here is X and Y. Check it very carefully. Then we have OR operation. Okay, and this vertical line is used for OR. So this is X or Y. And then we have NOT result, negation of X. Okay, this is the element-wise NOT. So see, when you will run all these statements, and these statements are used to display the corresponding values. Okay, now we are going to execute all these statements. Yes, check. So in the very first we have all the elements are 0, element wise AND. Okay, how you can verify? You can check it from this place. Yeah, so this is true and this is false. Okay, true and false, we have false means 0. Again, this is false, this is true. Again, we have 0 because we have AND operation. Okay, similarly, we have false and this is true. Again, 0, and similarly, corresponding to all these, we have 0. So in this way, for the others, we have these results. You can verify yourself, but Boolean algebra must be clear. Only then this will be very useful. And on this basis, if Boolean algebra is very clear to all of you, then you will be able to verify address space, and all these will be very useful when you will write programming in MATLAB. This will help you. Okay, now I will take only 5 to 10 minutes more. Yes, so this is the second file, rational operations, and some of we discussed yesterday also. Okay, and very quite simple, but I write in a very proper manner so that you can easily use. You can have some example, you can have some operations, how you can do. So relations operations in MATLAB are used to compare two values or arrays and determine the relationship between them. These operations return logical values, true or false, based on whether the specified condition is met or not. So all the things why we need, what is the purpose, and what this operation will do, I have explained in all this script file. Whenever you will use in your future, if you will forget, if you will have any kind of gap in your using, just you need to open the file, go through the file, and it will take only a few minutes to recapitulate all these things. Come to add space. So very first we have equal to, and as we discussed in the last lecture yesterday, we were using equal, double equal sign. Okay, double equal means when we have one value equal to the other, whether it is true, either it will be true or it will be false. Okay, according to that value, this will return the result. Now see here how we are using because sometimes if you have the comparison value and you need to store the comparison result, okay, whether it is true or false, but you need to store. So for the store the value, we need assignment variable, but for the comparison, we need these notations. So for equal, see this statement. The value of A we have at space 5 and that of B we have 3. So single equal is used for assignment, assign the value of the variable. Okay. But here in this statement, to see very carefully, this is we have logical operation A equal to B. We want to check whether A is equal to B or not. Okay. So according to this logical operation, we have some output value, but we need to store that value. So where you will store? You will store in the result. This is assignment variable. So for the assignment variable, we will use at space equal sign. I think you clear the statement. So this is we have logical statement and its output value will be stored in result, and at this place we will display the value. Okay. Now we will execute this part of sequence of statement, pressing at this place, and you see that the value is 0. 0 means this is false because A cannot be equal to B, corresponding to all the values of A and B. Okay, this is false. So we know the result will be false, but MATLAB can understand only this value. Similarly, we have the next not equal to. For not equal to, you will use this notation. Returns true if the opponents are not equal. See here, we have the same values as we choose in the first example. Okay, but here what we are doing, we are saying here A is not equal to B. MATLAB understand this syntax. Okay, this will not understand this part. MATLAB will understand only this part. This is syntax. Okay, A not equal to B. And we know 5 not equal to 3. So this is true. And this value will be stored in the result. So this is assignment sign. And this is assignment variable. This is we have logical statement. And this the information corresponding to this logical statement will be stored at this place. And here we are displaying the result. Run the file. We have 1, which is true. And here I mentioned that the result is true because A not equal to B. And we know A is not equal to B. That's why this statement is true. And we have 1. For greater than, you will use this sign. Here we have A, value of A, value of B, A greater than B. This is we have logical statement. And the logical statement is true. And the information will be stored at this place. And this is used for print the value, and you can check it. And again, you can see that this is true. When you have two comparisons greater than or equal to, if you have greater than and equal to, then you will use this sign. Greater than, then equal. Mean greater than or equal to. So this is the notation which you will use for greater than, whether it is greater than or it is equal. So this sign will be used. And you have to remember these symbols. You cannot use like in this way. You cannot use like in this way. Equal and greater than. This is incorrect. You have to use like in this way. So here A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. And we want to compare whether A is greater than or equal to B. And we know corresponding to all these values, A is greater than B, but A not equal to B. Okay, so one statement is true. So this will return result is true, and you can check it. Yes, here we have 1, again 1. Okay, and for less than we have this sign. You will do yourself, and if you have less than and equal to, for less than and equal to, you can have this sign, less than and equal to. Okay, so we have the values of A and B, and this is less than and equal to B. Logical statement, and its output will be stored in result, and to display we are using this statement. And when you will run, you have value 0 because this statement is false. Now, where you will use these relations, this is also very important to know. Relational operations are frequently used in MATLAB to create logical conditions for control flow, filtering data, and making decisions within the script and functions. These operations can be applied to scalars, vectors, matrices, or any other data structure supported by MATLAB. So all these things which we discussed today highly used in writing the programming, and all these must be very clear how we can use, how we will display, along with the sense of each symbol. This is very important. So these are the content for today's session, and within 1 hour I have covered all these, because today we start the session 15 minutes later, and it is 8:16 according to Indian Standard Time. Now it is over to you. You all are permitted to unmute your mic, and now I would like to listen you. Yes, any question?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Yes.
Sir, I have registered in your website, but I have not seen the scripts which you have uploaded in the site. How can I see that? Could you please elaborate?
Okay, I will let you know. I will let you know. Any
Okay.
more? First, the
Sorry,
questions related to the content which we discussed now.
Yeah. Actually, I know MATLAB. I use it, but the way you are teaching is very informative way. I liked it. I liked it very much. All these inputs I already know, but I am very curious to listen all these things. The way you are presenting is very nice.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I have
Thank
no
you.
doubts at all.
Thank you very much. And if you are already working on it and still then you are attending the session, this is very
Yeah, there are some small notations I usually done in my early stage. Now already I have habituated to that. So
okay.
I feel it. I came back again and learning MATLAB new things.
Okay, you can collaborate with me.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. I work in computational fluid dynamics.
If you know
Uh,
MATLAB, then you can collaborate with me.
No. We are actually, I am a mathematics department. I work in fluid mechanics.
Okay.
I just do my ordinary differential equation codings in shooting method, finite difference method, and different other
Great.
spectral method, homotopy analysis method, all these things. Nowadays, I'm not very much familiar with MATLAB, and because I turned to Maple,
Okay.
now I am using Maple. Anyhow, I want to get back all those things. That's why I have joined this.
Can you open your webcam? I want to see you.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Oh,
Sorry.
great. So where you are working now?
I am working in SR University as an associate professor, Warangal. I think you know NIT Warangal.
Okay, VIT.
Yes, NIT Warangal, National Institute of Technology.
NIT. Okay, NIT.
Warangal. Nearby it is my university is located. SR University. SR University. Yes.
Okay, great.
It's a private university, however.
Okay.
Mm.
Your name, please?
Dr. Mohammad Shamsuddin.
Okay. You start your name with the SS.
Yeah, actually, I couldn't make it to re-edit it because I have no permission.
Okay.
Already it was there with my another class. It's
Great.
my IDs in some class.